All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our final game of the day here on the Brevard Sports Network. Caleb Brown here, as I have been all day long from this kickoff of 6U. We are now here. 14U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And what a fun day it has been. So, all right, as of right now, I do not have a copy of New Smyrna's roster. However, the moment I get one, I will be happy to call the names. But until then, it's numbers for New Smyrna. Back deep to return. Number 6, Timothy Sedaros. And I cannot see the other young man's name. But Sedaros will take it. Sedaros gets to the outside. Timothy Sedaros trying to find some running room and will be pushed out at about the 31 or 30-yard line, where that's where the Suntree Viera Hawks will take over 1st and 10. So it's 1st and 10 from the 30. And this 14U squad has a plethora of stars. Of course, I mentioned Timothy Sedaros. How about the running back, number 28, Derek Schmedik. And Sedaros gets it on the wide receiver screen. Sedaros will take it for a gain of about 9 or 10 yards. I think he does have enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. And again, if you've been paying attention to high school football, high school sports in the last couple years, you'll know the name Sedaros. That is younger brother of University of Florida, Zach Sedaros. And there's Schmedik. And Schmedik Smedecki, who will be stopped for a yard. That's very unusual. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 guys to knock him down. Smedecki. Smedecki gets a couple of yards. They stopped 3rd and 10. Drops back to pass. Fires, and it's going to be caught. Makes a man miss, and he's trying to fight for positioning. He will be stopped short of a first down. Sebastian Troyan. And he got that ball outstretched apparently for a first down, and it will be another 1st and 10 for Suntree Viera here in the first quarter. Sebastian Troyan in the gun. 1-step drop, fires and hits his receiver in the hands. He was looking for number 23, Stephen Moore. Got number 27 on the team, Royston Goldinger. Chase Blackmore, Thomas Riker Thomas. Alexander Kindom. Lots of stars here for this 14U SVYFL squad. And there's a toss and fumble. And the rule is they call it a forward pass, incomplete. Sebastian Troyan. Troyan steps up, fires. He's going to hit Sideros. Sideros turns upfield. Sideros has room, and he will pick up a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. And that first down brought to you by Total Spine and Orthopedics. Total Spine and Orthopedics. You don't have to live with pain. Information at the bottom of your screen. Troyan gets the play from coach. Gives his signals. Schmadik. And look at that. He found him an open man, and that's enough for a Suntree Viera Hawks first down. They found number 11 that time. That's Tristan Tyson. And Tyson. And this 14U squad is just moving the ball right down the field. And Schmadecki will get about 4 or 5 yards on that carry. Give him 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Troyan giving directions, and he was looking for number 13 on that pass. That's Riley Simpson. Troyan drops back, fires end zone. It's caught. Timothy Sideros, touchdown, Suntree Viera. Sebastian Troyan to Timothy Sideros. And unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Cudas have chose to take it on the 2-point attempt rather than the kickoff. Huh? That's what I would do. Yeah. 6-1 does the other. I mean, you either take it on the 2-point attempt or you give your offense better starting field position by backing the kickoff up 15 yards. Okay, so they might have made the decision just to take it on the kickoff. Flag was waved off. So maybe they waved off the unsportsmanlike. I don't know. And there's a high snap. Sideros fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted by number 22. I think everybody and their brother was a little confused there. But hey, you're a football player. You see the ball flying through the air. You know one thing, jump up and go get it. You will never be frowned upon for going up and going getting it. Whether it counts for anything in the stat book or not, you show coach I gave effort even when nobody else knew what was going on. But SBYFL put 6 points on the board on their opening drive. Okay, no. So the unsportsmanlike wasn't waved off. They took it on the kickoff. They back the kickoff spot. Like I said, it's 6-1 does the other. Either you take away the points, or now in this case, there was a messed up play, so now you get the points and you get better starting field position as an offense. So it worked out. And there is a nice kickoff received there by number 12. Number 12 comes near side, cuts upfield. Number 12 has a lane, and all of a sudden that hole that he had was closed up, and he took a shot there from number 4, Yanni Jean. So 1st and 10 for the Cudas on the Suntree Viera Hawk 44-yard line. Single back in the formation, 2 wings. Bring that man in motion. There goes number 12. And Suntree Viera was not having any of it. First one in there on the tackle was number 3, Dimitri Jean. And Suntree brings the blitz, steps up, fires, and it's going to be caught. Number 12 makes a man miss before finally being gang tackled. Great job there by the quarterback for New Smyrna, and I don't have his name because I don't have a roster. He got blitzed. The offensive line did a great job picking up the blitz, stepped up in the pocket, trusted his lineman, and put the ball where his receiver could go get it and go make a play. 4:43 left to go here in the first quarter. In the gun. Steps up. Shoots it at number 12, and number 12 will be taken down. Fourth and 3 for the Cudas. And you got to think, if you're the Cudas here, you got to stay aggressive. You got to trust that you can get 3 yards. I may even try a hard count here with as aggressive as Viera's being. Timeout taken by SBYFL. That timeout is brought to you by our great partner today, Total Spine Orthopedics. You don't have to live with pain. If you suffer from neck, back, arm, leg, hip, knee, or joint pain, Total Spine and Orthopedics board-certified doctors and minimally invasive treatments are here to help get you back to doing the things that you enjoy the most in life without the painful distractions. Call to book your free MRI review today at 321-499-4646 or find them online at www.totalspineortho.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods because, well, every season starts at Dick's. For all your sporting goods needs, Dick's Sporting Goods is the way to go. And now the Cudas need to take a timeout, and that's got to be the most irritating thing as a coach is you just came out of a timeout, and now you're having to burn one because either personnel wasn't right, communication. There are two things that will burn a coach more than anything. Stuff like that and pre-snap penalties, false starts, those mental mistakes. Prior to coaches will deal with a pass interference, they'll deal with a holding and some personal fouls to a degree depending on, case by case. But the mistakes like that cause you to shoot yourself in the foot, they'll drive coaches up a wall and make practice not very fun for you. I at one point played for a team who had trouble with false starts. Needless to say, I don't think I ever ran that much again in my life. Quarterback short on the throw. On the coverage there was number 7, Adam Hart. And that was 4th down, turnover on down. So Suntree Viera will now get another opportunity. 3:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Last drive ended with a Troyan to Sedaros touchdown reception. And a timeout now taken by was that a team timeout or was that a official's water break timeout? And the Cudas have now burned both timeouts here in the first quarter, within about a minute and a half of each other. Look, I think that a lot of us who've seen football know that those timeouts come crucial in a lot of situations nearing the end of a half. So you hate to burn them on silly things like this at the beginning of a quarter. Now I know this is late into the first quarter, but still, you catch the point. .348 left to go here in the first quarter. Troyan hands off to Schmedecki. Schmedecki slides off another tackle, breaks another one, and he'll get a gain of about 4 yards on the play. He's scary to watch now. Imagine when he gets into high school and he gets on a weight regiment, essentially gets into a good weightlifting program at the high school level. You think he's scary now? Wait till he spends all summer grinding in the weight room and getting those feet even quicker than they already are. Troyan fires behind his receiver there, number 5, and number 5 dropped it. That was Grady Tips. And Tips, I think, got caught peeking a little bit ahead, trying to see what open grass he had. And you take your eye off the ball for just that split second, it can be the difference between a catch with a big play and dropping it. Troyan fires, and he'll hit a receiver on the other side of the field that have enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. That's number 23, Stephen Moore, on the reception. Sedaros in the slot. Schmedecki goes into pass protection. Troyan rolls left, and he's going to fire it low. And it will bring up second down and 10 And here we go. Snap. Schmedecki slips and he gets tangled up. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. May have even lost a yard. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. And there's Sideros. Sideros catches that pass, trying to break a tackle, breaks out of a tackle, trying to find blockers inside, fighting his way, and he might have got a yard. Fourth and 7, they gave him forward progress. Folks, I apologize for the glare that's hitting the camera right now. There's not much I can do about it, but I do apologize. We're getting about that time of day where that sun's just going to pop right into your eyes. So hopefully you all can still see somewhat. Troyan fires outside, and it's caught. And that's going to be stopped short. That'll be a turnover on downs. And this Cudas defense bend but doesn't break. First and 10 from, where's this ball officially spotted? The 41-yard line. As a little Mortal Kombat blasts over the PA system here at Viera Regional Park. Mortal Kombat. Hush, I'm a nerd, I know. Leave me alone. Handoff to, and look at that. First one there was number 22, Nicholas Soltesz. Also in there was Stephen Moore was also in there on the tackle. And the running back will get tangled up in that swarm of Hawks. And there was number 21, Sebastian Anara. Also, and there was number 24, Jackson Rude. And that will be the final play of quarter number 1 as we head to the second quarter. 6-0 SBYFL on top. We'll be back in a quick moment. All right, as we get set to start quarter number 2, it's going to be third and 8 at the 42. And little play action, and look at that, he's got space. He'll get hit from behind, but not before he has enough for a Cudas first down. Chased down from behind by Nicholas Soltez. Cudas pick up another first down. And last time Cudas had possession, they had a little drive going and then turned the ball over. And slings it out here to number 1. Number 1 is going to be wrapped up and brought down by number 35, Avery Thompson. I believe PA announcer said that was Ezra Piccolo. So they brought one to him, but they didn't bring one to me. Come on now. Everyone should know when you come to Suntree Viera, you always bring extra. You bring one for the PA guy, and you know the Brevard Sports Network's always going to be here. I mean, we've been here for the last 3 years. Y'all should know by now. And that is a nice, heavy run. Now, he got wrapped up, but he laid a hit and finished the run, did number 21. Third and a yard. Number 18 now under center. I'm thinking quarterback sneak right. And nope, little misdirection. And you know what? Why not give it to 21? Number 21, a nice physical runner. And he gets the first down for the Cudas. I just like watching him run the football. He's not the biggest kid. He looks a little tall, looks a little lanky, but he is running behind his shoulder pads, and that's something that whichever high school he goes to, that coach is going to love that about the kid. There's number 9 trying to find a hole. He finds one. And he'll slip through for a nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Officially mark it 2nd and 5. And there's the handoff. And there's number 44, Riker Thomas. And Thomas is a big force on that defensive line, though. The first time we've called his name, and it's 6:15 into the second quarter. Nice little drive. Viera bringing it up the A gap, and False start on the offense. I think one of the linemen got a peek at the possible incoming blitz and may have just flinched. I mean, for Suntree Viera, they faked one guy coming in the right A gap, came with someone through the left, and looks, sometimes as linemen, you get a little jumpy because you see them coming and you don't want them to time that up just right. You want to be able to get that half second before them and get your hands on them at least. Give your quarterback time to escape the blitz. There's a beautiful snap, and what a tackle. That's exactly how you teach it up. Number 9, Micaiah Lewis. Micaiah Lewis comes up and does exactly as your coach. Lowers, put your shoulder into your opponent's gut, wrap up around the legs, takedown. You know, that's another rant for another day. Taking a shot deep downfield and throws into double coverage. Number 22 had the height advantage in the matchup. That ball unfortunately just not accurate where he needs it. 4:24 left to go here in quarter number 2. As we have the second half water break. While we have the second half water break, I'd like to thank both of our sponsors, Dick's Sporting Goods. For all your sporting goods needs, well, every season starts at Dick's. And Total Spine and Orthopedics. You don't have to live with pain. To schedule your free MRI review, give them a call at 321-499-4646 or find them online at www.totalspineortho.com. And we ask you to frequent the sponsors who step up and help the Brevard Sports Network do this for everybody, that make these broadcasts happen, that give these families an opportunity to come together through being here at the stadium and watching on Facebook Live and getting these kids' names out there, getting the recognition that these athletes deserve for all the hard work it is to be a student athlete. And Troyan gives it to Schmedecki, and Schmedecki get run out about the 40. That's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. But, I mean, that's just the kind of impact he has. If you need him to go outside, he's quick enough. He can get to the outside and make some things happen. If you need him to run up the middle, he is not afraid to go between the tackles and deliver a hit as he's running the football. To the outside, and wow, that is not something that's done often. That is number 48. Carter Mercer. Again, very rarely do you see Schmedecki get tackled solo. And he did it like he was nothing. Wrap around the legs, because I don't care how strong you are. If you don't have the power in the legs, you have no power. That was beautiful coverage. Troyan thought he could squeeze it in the tight window. Number 28 there said, I don't think so. And it's now 4th down and about 6 or 7. And it's going to be number 23, Stephen Moore, set to do the punting duties. And there's the punt. And ball will be spotted at about the 34-yard line. And there's the handoff to the running back. Fake, and wow! What a hit. Quarterback had me faked. I thought he handed the football off. Turns out he kept it. And short of a first down, and he took a shot. I'll say that. There's the handoff to the running back, and he'll have enough for a New Smyrna Beach Cudas first down. 2:15 left to go in the half. If I'm the coaching staff, I would like to see a little more urgency getting back to the line. And what a job there by number 22 on the sack, Nicholas Soletz. And Soletz comes in that's going to bring up 2nd and 14. And what an open field tackle there made by number 35, Avery Thompson. And it's going to be 3rd and long. Timeout by SBYFL. That's I know for a fact their 2nd timeout of the half. Minute 19 left to go in the half. SBYFL holds a 6-0 lead. But the Cudas, they keep creeping in. They keep finding these drives that get sustained and then stall out.
If you don't know already, now you know that Brevard Sports Network is in the house. They've been with us all day long. Camp over there has been giving you all the play-by-play action from 6U to 14U. So if you were not able to make it here, hopefully you're catching it live on Brevard Sports Network. You can catch it on Facebook. Look for the link. You can watch it later. Replay the plays. Go over it at home. Don't miss a moment of the action on Brevard Sports.
Drops back, rolling, fires, and makes an inside move, makes another man miss. And unfortunately, he's going to be stopped short if you're a Cudas fan. But he makes it 4th and more manageable. Now, do the Cudas have a punter that they trust? 56 seconds. If you have a punter you trust, I'd say punt the football, and because your defense has been red hot. And that is the Hawks' 3rd and final timeout. 51 seconds left in the quarter. But yeah, if you're New Smyrna and you got a punter you trust, I'd say you punt it here. Your defense has been stout all night long, except for the first drive. First drive, the Hawks just executed it to perfection. Since then, it has been kept to a minimum, at most, 1 first down. This defense for the Cudas has been excellent all night. They're picking up on the little reads. They're picking up on their keys, and they're making the plays. Sends a man in motion. I think they're going to go for it right here. 51 seconds left. 4th and 8. Fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. 46 seconds left.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Suntree Viera at the 50.
First and 10 on the 50. They have 50 yards to go and 46 seconds to do it. Troyan out of the gun. Steps up, fires. He's got a man on the sidelines. Timothy Sideros. Timothy Sideros down the sideline. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. 50 yards, pass and catch. Sebastian Troyan to Timothy Sideros. And that only took 15 seconds. Wow. Absolutely wow. I mean, now they look up for the point after touchdown. Hold is up, kick is up, and just barely good. But it is 14-0. SVYFL. And I'll tell you what, the defensive coach on the sideline was not happy, asking how. Coach is asking how did we let him of all people get open? But there's been a lot of teams and a lot of defensive coordinators asking the same question. There was a lot of high school defensive coordinators asking that question about his brother, Zach Sideros, who was also a great track athlete. But there was a lot of defense coordinators saying, how is Sideros getting behind my deepest guy? And they are just that good. And they've touched it. That's a live football. But there's no flag because New Smyrna touched the ball first. And they say wind the clock, 24 seconds. So what do the Cudas have in store? 6 seconds. There's a triple reverse. And it almost worked. Jamison Williams had the carry, knocked out of bounds. That will do it for the first half with your score. SBYFL 14, New Smyrna Beach Cudas 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for second half action. All right, folks. The final half. The final 2 quarters have arrived of regulation. You never know what can happen. These afternoon games, 14U, anything can happen. Are you ready? Do you have your snack? Do you have your drink? I hope you do, because you're not going to want to miss this action. This New Smyrna Beach defense has kept them in the game. Their offense can sustain a drive. They're back in this football game. And they get the ball to start the second half. And brought down at about the 32, 33 yard line. First and 10 from the 32. There's number 9 on the carry. There is a flag on the play. I'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics. See, the score is 14-0 on your Dick's Sporting Goods Red Zone. And call will be on New Smyrna Beach. First and a whole lot. And way to go there. Sitting on the edge, let the backside pursuit lead him to you. Second down, Patrick Gonzalez. Sebastian Gonzalez on the tackle. Checking in as number 5. On about the 20-yard line. And he'll try to go up the middle. He'll get another couple, might have gotten a couple yards there. But it's now still going to bring up third and a trip around Disney World. 8:15 left to go here in quarter number 3. And here comes the Cudas. Run behind that wall. Way to force him back inside. Picks up a couple of yards. He's still a few yards short of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and about 12 for the Cudas. 12, maybe 13. Folks, I hope you're able to see the game. Like I said, we're in that part of the afternoon where that sun glare is hitting directly into the camera. And they're going to punt. And what a punt it is. Caught there by number 3. He's found himself a lane and runs into a defender, still dragging some of the pile along. That was Dimitri Jean with a nice return and gets it back into Cuda territory. First and 10 from the Cuda 36. And the Cuda's coach is looking to have a talk with officials, and he doesn't like what was just said. Whatever question he asked, he didn't like the response. Larry Torchia out there, Space Coast Hall of Famer. The referee legend. Troyan in the gun. Schmedecki will get hit at the line of scrimmage. He's trying to push through, but I think he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a yard. Give him forward progression for a 1. 2nd and 9. Barely a yard. Troyan fires and he overthrows his receivers, looking for number 10, Luke Moss, who we haven't said anything about all day. He's another superstar on this team. Third and 9. And there's a pass to Sedaros. Timothy Sedaros cuts around, he gets outside, and he'll have enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. Troyan to Sedaros. And gives it to Schmedecki. Schmedecki, one stiff arm, breaks out of another tackle, breaks out of another 2 tackles, and finally tripped up after he's grabbed around the ankles. But there is a down Hawk. And an injury timeout, 5:20 left to go here in quarter number 3. Ball's down to the 15-yard line where it's 2nd and 5. Moss fires, end zone. And it's complete. Touchdown, Timothy Sedaros. His 2nd of the day. He has one caught from 2 different quarterbacks, one from Sebastian Troyan and one from Luke Moss. Did I tell you this kid was gifted? 2-point kick. Sideros to kick. It's no good.
Sideros for the point attempt after. Kick is no good. Score. With 4:47 left in the third is going to be visiting Cudas 0, the Hawks 20.
It's 20-0 there on the Dick's Sporting Goods red scoreboard. Also like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics.
Getting ready to kick off for the Hawks.
And what a tackle.
Hodges takes the return for Cudas. He's going to be tackled down there.
Stephen Moore.
Right around the 26-yard line, and that's where the Cudas start first and 10.
On the tackle, and 25-yard line. 4:41 left to go in the third. And there's complete tackle made by Noah Taylor. There is a proud papa sitting over there on that Suntree Viera side. He's a great teacher and a great person for our youth to learn from at a certain elementary school. And that's a incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 7. And here comes Viera on the blitz. Fires over the middle, and it's caught. James Williams on the reception. And that really moves the ball for them as they sit right on their own 46-yard line. 3:23 left to go. But I will say, I do think they need to score semi-quickly. They're down by 3 scores here. And number 21 is just a great runner. He low to the ground and runs behind his pads. Whatever high school coach gets a chance to coach him is going to love him for that. Cudas, 2nd and 5. Sends a man in motion. He's going to give it to number 18. Number 18 breaks it out around that left side. Number 18 has enough for a Cudas first down and then some. And I believe he was knocked out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. And that run was for 9 yards. 2nd and 1. There's another handoff on the misdirection. Number 21 finally brought down by Dimitri Jean. First and 10 here for the Cudas. They're driving this football. That's going to be a flag on. That's going to be a flag. Whatever this turns into is coming back. It was a fumble on the play. Wait for referee's decision. Illegal shift. And it is Suntree Viera football. Hawks forced the fumble, and the defense gets another turnover on the day. Pass incomplete. 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Back in at quarterback is Sebastian Troyan. Troyan fires and is caught to a wide open receiver. Number 23, Stephen Moore on the reception. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Troyan waiting for the call from his coach. Troyan fires, and that one's incomplete. He threw that ball away. Third down. Troyan. This is 4th and short. Troyan throws it behind. Throws it behind his receiver. He was looking for number 11, Tristan Tyson. That will be the final play of the third quarter. It's 20-0. Can the Hawks hold on? Or does New Smyrna Beach have something up their sleeve? We'll find out when we come back. There was number 21 on the carry. Sorry, as I forgot to unmute myself.
False start on the offense. Back to about 5 yards.
False start on the offense. 6:36 left to go here in the fourth and final quarter. And look, if I could give a player of the game for New Smyrna Beach, for anybody, for New Smyrna Beach, I would give it to number 21. I don't know his name, but the way he runs the ball, I love. He's a warrior. And there's another car wreck. They're still clacking it out there. But just number 21 is just an absolute warrior. I love the way he runs. He runs behind his pads, constantly he's a fighter. And he's someone a lot of high school coaches would love to get their hands on. Not afraid to go up in between the tackles. He can bust it outside. No matter where he goes, when he ends a run, he's going to deliver a hit. He's not going to just take a beating. He will dish one out with the ball in his hands. There's the fake, and the wide receiver trying to do something, and receiver tried to get a block, but good on the quarterback there, number 9. And there's another down Hawk. Got some great things coming up here on the Brevard Sports Network this week. We have Cape Coast Conference Championship Volleyball. Have a lot of great volleyball on tap for you this week. Got some Viera Charter. I think we got a Calvary Chapel Academy game sprinkled in there. We have a suicide prevention game, a volleyball in which is a volleyball match, which which is part of a fundraiser, and suicide awareness night, suicide prevention night. A lot of good things coming up, and of course, then Friday Night Lights. We have some games for you this upcoming week. Heritage and Viera. Heritage Panthers and the Viera Hawks meet in a big district battle. O'Galley Merritt Island is happening next week. Got Satellite. Lots of great things coming up on Brevard Sports Network. Keep it tuned in this week. Rolls out. Fires, and it's caught. Pass is caught, and just a little past the original line of scrimmage. Number 7 was on the reception for New Smyrna Beach. 4:50 left to go in the game. And now back to punt. What a punt that was, and that was caught. And what an open field tackle. Don't know if you got a chance to see that there in the sun glare. That sun glare is brutal. Yeah, I can't do that. Back to pass. It's going to be Luke Moss. Luke Moss takes off with it. Luke Moss will run, and he will have himself a Suntree Viera Hawk first down.
Takes it to about just over midfield. Around the 47-yard line. Good enough for a Suntree Viera Hawks. First down.
And Luke Moss is in getting some reps at quarterback again. He's thrown a touchdown pass to Timothy Sideros tonight. And he'll throw another pass to Sideros. Sideros will be wrapped up.
Pass is complete to number 5, Grady Tips.
Check that. That was Grady Tips. 5 looked like a number 6.
Second down.
Moss over to number 13. Down the sideline.
Moss's pass is complete.
Riley Simpson.
Riley Simpson for a large gain. That's going to be good enough for a Suntree Viera Hawks. First down.
Be enough for Suntree Viera Hawk first down. And inside the total spine and orthopedics red zone. Don't have to live with pain. Give them a call for a free MRI review. Information at the bottom of your screen. Moss drops back, fires to the end zone, and incomplete.
Pass is broken up in the
2:41
zone.
left to go. Pass interference on the
Goal.
There's the handoff. Fighting his way in there. And the clock is now running, and that will do it, folks. That was a touchdown. Suntree Viera. That'll do it, folks. That will officially run the rest of this clock out. I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics. I'd like to say thank you to Dick's Sporting Goods for being the two sponsors all day. Thank you to SVYFL. Thank you to all of you who spent your day with me and watched some great football happen on this field. Again, your final score, SVYFL 34 in 14U as they blank the Cudas and go 4-2 on the day. 6U, 11U, 12U, and 14U all come away with wins for the Cudas. 8U and 10U are victorious for the Cudas. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out with me today. Keep it posted to the Brevard Sports Network this week for lots of great volleyball action. And, of course, next week, Friday Night Lights. For everyone here at Viera Regional Park, everyone affiliated with Brevard Sports Network, I'm Caleb Brown. Thank you. And let's remember, it's still Saturday. Let's make the rest of this night a sports night.